Hey guys, welcome to Unit 6, Lesson 3, which is dividing rational expressions. This one is going to look very similar to the multiplication. You just have to remember how you divide fractions. And the trick for that is you turn it into multiplication. So for example 1 here, we have 48x squared over y. So we keep that fraction the same. And then the second one, we change it from multiplication, and then you just flip the order. So now your denominator and your numerator switch. So now we have 5 on top and 36xy squared on the bottom. Okay, we know that we have a single x squared, we have x squared on the top and a single x on the bottom. So we can get rid of that x, get rid of that exponent here. If you look at 48 and 36, those have a common factor of 12. So if you take 48 divided by 12, you get 4. 36 divided by 12, you get 3. And now multiplying the top together, we have 4 and 5, which is going to give us 20. And we have this single x, we get 20x on the top. And then the bottom, we have a y, a 3, and a y squared. So I'm going to put the 3 first. And then we have y times y squared, which gives us y cubed. I'm just going to quickly check over my answer. I don't have any common factors on the top or the bottom, so we're as far as we can go. Next one, similar idea. You can go ahead and just rewrite it. 4x minus 8. And now we're going to change it to times x squared plus x minus 6 on the top. X squared plus 3x. So now I'm just going to go ahead and factor out each part as much as I can. I can take a 4 out of 4x minus 8. And we're left with x minus 2. And then we can factor this one over here. Do 2 sets of parentheses. X and x, so factors of 6 that have a difference of positive 1. It's going to be positive 3 and negative 2. And then x squared plus 3x, we can just take a single x out and then an x plus 3. So now let's see what we're going to find on the top as well as the bottom. So we see x plus 3 on the top, x plus 3 on the bottom, x minus 2, x minus 2, and then we just multiply what we have left. So we just have a 3 on the top, and then we have a 4 and an x. So we get 4x, and that is our final answer on that one. Nothing too bad. Couple more here. So this one, what we're going to do here is remember, if it's just a single term, you can change that into a fraction by putting a 1 there. So for this, if you want, what you could do is just put the 1 on top and now change it to a multiplication, because you know you have to flip it in the end. But we do have to factor that 8x squared plus 10x minus 3. And to do that, we have to use the box method. So we're going to do a times c. So 8 times negative 3, which is negative 24. And then, so factors of negative 24 that add to make 10 are going to be positive 12 and negative 2. So now when I do my box, first box we get 8x squared. Last box we get negative 3. And then we have 12x and negative 2x. So going up and down, 8x squared, negative 2x, we can get 2x. 12x and negative 3, we can actually take out a 3 from there. Then 8x squared and 12x gives us 4x. And negative 2x and negative 3, we're going to take out a negative 1. So now what we want to do is we are going to get 4x minus 1 times 2x plus 3 over 4x squared times, we still have just that single 1 on the top. Now this, though, notice you can factor out an x out of both of those. So if we take out an x, we get 4x minus 1 when you factor out that x. Now let's look for common parts on the top and the bottom. We see a 4x minus 1. And then we see a 4x minus 1 right there. So on the top, what we're left with is 2x plus 3, this part right here. And then we just have to multiply these together. So we get 4x to the third. And we can't take anything else out, so we're done right there with that one. All right, one more to go here. And this is just a combination of what we've learned with multiplying and dividing. So basically, notice we're multiplying with that 2x plus 3. So we're going to change that to a fraction, so we're going to put it over 1. And then this one, since it's dividing, we just have to flip the order. So what I'm going to do is rewrite this whole thing. X minus 2 stays the same. 2x plus 3, since it's multiplying, we don't have to flip it. We put it over 1. And then we multiply with this one here. But now the x minus 2 goes to the top, and the 4x squared minus 9 goes to the bottom. After I have it written the way that I want, I'm going to factor as much as possible. So the first one, we're good to go. Nothing factors there. Second one, again, 2x plus 3. We can't take anything out of those. X minus 2. The only thing that we can actually take out from the 4x squared minus 9, that factors into two sets of parentheses. 2x plus 3 and 2x minus 3. That's a difference of squares. So we see the 2x plus 3. We can cross that off here and here. We also see the x minus 2. So we can cross that off right there. And we are left with x is the only thing we have left on the top. And then we have a 1 and a 2x minus 3 on the bottom. So that is going to be our answer for that one. All right, you can go ahead and try these, and then when you're done, go ahead and submit.